I hid $1 million necklace to surprise her, but instead I found her sharing ultrasound pictures with her first love all over social media. For 5 years, I hid my true identity as a billionaire CEO, choosing to live a simple life with my wife, Naomi. On the morning of our 5th anniversary, she surprised me with a positive pregnancy test. I was flooded with joy. Finally, I'd be able to tell her everything, to come clean about the life I'd hidden, to share in the happiness of this moment as a family. But just as I prepared to reveal my truth, a notification on her phone caught my eye. It was from her first love, Ben. He was terminally ill, and the words on the screen sent a chill down my spine. I'm endlessly grateful to my Montreal friend, who was offered to bring my child into this world just before I leave it. Read his post. Attached were a sonogram and a picture of the two of them in a tight embrace. The $1 million necklace I had hidden away for her sat heavy in my pocket. My heart felt cold, and instead of joy, anger began to take over. With a twisted smile, I typed, "Aptionai, may this loving family always be happy," and left it at that. Then I made a decision. I proposed a divorce to Naomi that night. She broke down when I brought it up. She cried, her eyes red and swollen, begging me to stay. But before I could even leave, Ben's name flashed on her screen again. I answered, wanting to hear it from him. His voice was calm but dripping with satisfaction. "Amber Star, I'm sorry, Eli. I thought Naomi would mentioned it. She's willing to have my child to keep some part of me alive when I'm gone. You understand, right?" I gritted my teeth. "Relax," he continued, laughing softly. "Anjur, it's just you'll still be the dad, technically. The baby will even call you Mayshire Dad someday." His voice was filled with mock pity. "Ambertar, Naomi's your wife, Eli, but she's still the one who promised to do this for me. Since that say something." I clenched my phone until I could feel it nearly cracking. But it was Naomi's voice in the background that tore me apart. "Why do you care about him, Ben? He wants a divorce because he can handle the truth." Her words came clear as a bell, dismissive, cold. "You really think it'd leave me? He just needs time to calm down. He is so predictable." Her laughter floated through the phone, and all I could do was listen as she comforted Ben. "Uncle, just focus on your health, okay? Our child can't wait to call you Mastui Daddy." In her mind, I was just an accessory, something to be discarded when I no longer served her purpose. I took a long, steady breath and texted her. "Of Naomi, I have drawn up the divorce papers. Come home whenever you are ready to sign them." A moment later, she called back, her voice sharp. "Hemenstos, are you really trying to scare me with this? Eli, grow up. Ben's dying, and I want to give his parents something to hold on to. You can even understand that. In the past, I might have fought for her, tried to convince her to see things differently, to stay by my side. But now I was just tired." She laughed again. "But you know what, Eli? Go ahead. You'll regret it. And don't forget to leave your keys behind. I don't want to find you lurking around like some stray dog." With that, she hung up, leaving the line silent. I felt hollow as I looked around our home, realizing it had never really been mine. Our life together, the 5 years we had built, crumbled in an instant. Without another word, I walked out, dragging my suitcase to the door. I placed my key under the stone by the doorstep, even snapping a picture of it for her. There was no response, no reaction. Naomi was probably by Ben's side, doting on him, caring for him, dreaming about their future together. She had made her choice, and I had to live with mine. I met Naomi at a gala event years ago. She was there to perform on the piano, and I was drawn in the moment she took the stage. Her elegance, her confidence, it was all I could see. For 2 years, I did everything to win her over, but she stayed distant, always holding back. Just when I was about to give up, she showed up at my hotel room one rainy night, soaked through, her face pale. "Do you still want to marry me?" she asked. "Gent, because if you do, I am ready." I had barely been able to contain my happiness. For her, I gave up a life of luxury, broke off a perfectly matched engagement, even cut ties with my family, determined to build a life from scratch.